What do you attribute that to, and how can you fix that moving forward?
You know, for me, it's it starts with me. The first 25 minutes is I'm apologetic for the effort for the first 25 minutes, and you know, the guys. I thought we had guys off the bench. They came in, Dayton Forsythe, Mo Wagee, Glenn Taylor, the toughness factor. Then it became contagious, but the toughness and the you know, that the first 25 minutes of the game, it's 2 games in a row we had 18 turnovers. It's hard in this league, margin of error, if you're taking how many more less shots because you're turning it over. But it starts with me. I want everyone to know that I look at myself in the mirror. That first 25 minutes was unacceptable toughness and effort. And the last 15 minutes, I was so proud of how hard they worked and how they didn't compete. But that's what it's got to be, the fabric. I just pulled Jalon aside. Why would we do it any other way? And that first 25 minutes was unacceptable competitiveness. And there's no excuse, starting with me.
You mentioned Dayton. I mean, how big of a spark was he in terms of just the effort?
It was the effort. They just saw how hard he played. And the other one, and Glenn and Mo, they just played hard. They just played really hard. It wasn't that they had crazy numbers, but it was diving on the floor. It was not accepting a catch. It was blowing up a handoff. It was just intangible toughness plays that we had some guys that just were, you know, we had an inbounds play that we just took it out, took one thing and just threw it right in the other guy's hand. Unacceptable. And that starts with me. And but I thought Glenn Taylor, Mo, and Dayton just came in and had toughness and competitiveness that we have to have. And then the other thing is the turnovers. You just, again, that many less shots on rim is too hard. You're blowing 18 turnovers. You know, I think between our starting 1 and 2, there's 12, 6 each. It's really hard, the margin of error, to do that.
The defensive effort in the final 15 minutes is probably the best you've played all year. And, you know, you made up all those plays. If you can channel that going forward, I mean, that's the kind of defensive team you can have, can't you?
100%. It's just, you know, the huddles, when I had to call that first time out, it was, you know, even at halftime, there was, and it wasn't until that timeout, it just shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be that way. You should have the fire and toughness and passion to play. I don't care the talent level. I don't care who it is. We got to compete, blow up handoffs, deny catches, get out there and put a body on somebody. You know, the first play of the second half was a loose ball. All we do is grab it and to start the half, and we didn't grab it. And that's on me. I'm not sitting here pointing fingers at all the players. I'll do that behind the doors when we get back into practice. But, like, this first 25 minutes, you know, you've got to have it. And I say that unbelievably proud of the resilience the last 15. We came back and went on a 20-3 run. We didn't quit. So those are so many great things to build on. I want to do that. But the first 25 minutes, you can't not be in this game, in this situation, with this crowd, and not absolutely have a toughness about yourself.
Porter, what did you think of Jeremiah? It seemed like there were, you know, maybe some things to build on there.
Yeah, a lot of things to build on with Jeremiah. The biggest one, I thought it was good to see his aggressiveness. I thought Jalon and him, they're 2 elite players in transition, and we weren't getting any stops. And it's hard to run and get in transition and get great movement when you're just constantly playing after made baskets. And but it's something to build on. It's something to build on with them. And the biggest takeaway I got is I thought he played his most aggressive defense of the year the last 15 minutes. And, you know, I think he learned I can play. The more physical I play, that's when I don't get a cheap foul. Because you can play physical and not get in foul trouble. I thought he played the best 15 minutes of defense that he has all year. And that's something to build on because I thought he really played competitive. He wasn't trying to be behind the play, worrying about fouls. I thought he played aggressive, played good defense. I mean, the 6 turnovers, but man, it's something to build on with him for sure.
Anything else for Coach?
Jalon Moore's second half. I mean, that seemed like a guy realizing I'm the leader. I need to do something about this.
I think he just realized that, I think the effort by everybody who was playing, getting stops, and he could get out in transition. He got a couple. He knocked down his threes. Then they came out on him. He drove it to the basket. I mean, he was being great at who Jalon Moore is. But for him, I really felt it was the contagiousness of the toughness factor, and then I thought him and Fears just went with it. But I just thought when we went to a lineup of some toughness, I thought that sparked a lot. And what a half Jalon had, and just hate to have that performance, but he was a leader down the stretch in terms of just believing we could win in huddles. He was very vocal, it's just the first 25 minutes to spot him up that much and the way it happened, but that's what was unacceptable to me.
Yeah, Coach, on one hand, Jeremiah had the 20 points. On the other hand, he has the 6 turnovers. Is this part of just the growing pains of having a talented young guy where you're going to have those flashes of greatness in some ways, but you're going to have some stuff to work through in terms of turnovers?
Absolutely. And he's working on it. The ball's in his hands so much, so you're going to have some turnovers. Let's just be honest. I mean, would you like it at 4? Yeah. But he's got it in his hands so much, and he's so aggressive. There's going to be some turnovers. And the growth factor for him was I thought he was not playing he wasn't playing on his heels. I thought he was super aggressive, going downhill and all. Even the play that he went up and he drew 2 and he dropped it off to Sam and it got kind of bobbled. We kind of talked about it, maybe throw it up by the rim for Sam instead of having him come down. Just teaching moments on that. It was the right play. He saw the right thing. He drew it and dropped it off to Sam, and that was like, I don't know, 8 minutes left or something, some of that thing. But I thought he was engaged. I thought he was, and he's going to have turnovers. It's going to be a growth spurt, and it's for him, the building block was his physicality. The last 15 minutes was the best 15 minutes of physicality he's had all year, and it was great to see.
How important is that 20 points coming off of a game where he went 1 for 11 from the field?
Well, we knew we were, for him, our ceiling's higher when he's playing well. And I said it all week. I said, it's not on him to help turn it. It's on us. We're in this together with him and with all of them. And, for him just to show more film, show things in his head about talking about being aggressive, going downhill, making the right basketball play. And that's part of the maturation process, is making the great basketball plays. Sometimes it is. He came in there and I think he kicked it out to Jalon Moore one time. It was when they drew like 3. That's the right basketball play. So with that, for him, to get some confidence after the first 3, that was good to see. That was good to see for him.
Stops, and they got us flowing. I think in the first half we came out lackadaisical. And we can't do that. I think as a team, we just got to come together and know that when it's time to go, it's time to go. So just learning experience, and we're going to get better from it.
Jalon, how hard is that to maintain that intensity when you're trying to make such a huge comeback?
It's not hard at all. We have the will. We have the will, and we had the desire to win. And we didn't come here to just play a basketball game. We came here to win a basketball game. So it wasn't hard at all, just to keep that connectivity. Once we found it, it was like, it's time to wake up. So it wasn't hard at all.
How much did you, boil over, just your dissatisfaction the first half? To the point the ball rolls out of bounds, and you took a long time before you got that ball. Is that just? I think it's just IQ. I think once the ball goes through the hoop, the clock doesn't stop. So we're just trying to get the last shot for the half. So that was the reasoning for that.
Jalon, what changed for you specifically in the second half? 26 points, 8 of 8.
I think just being aggressive. None of that matters, really. We didn't get the win. So just being aggressive, continue to be aggressive, and try to win.
Glenn, were you more aggressive tonight, trying to do that other score tonight?
No, I was just trying to do whatever I could to help us win. I feel like we needed that edge.
I knew I had to impact the ball. They got a lot of good guards, so I was just trying to do that. Shut a couple of them guys' water off or make it tough for them to create plays. That's what I was trying to do.
Glenn, how much did Dayton's effort on defense and coming in kind of give you guys a lift in the second half?
He was super big, especially as a freshman, just coming in, giving it his all, picking up the ball, 94. He was super big. Him and Mo.
Jalon, you said like some days ago, how surprised are you that that was the way you guys came out in the first half?
It was surprising, but I mean, at the same time, I mean, it's the Florida game. We gotta come in those moments where if that happens, we gotta come together and come together as a team and stay connected. I think that just comes with our mindset and our mentality coming into games. I mean, that has to change, and it will change moving forward because, I mean, we're a team that gets better after every game, win or loss. We're going to take what we can from this loss and apply it to the next game so we can get the W. So, yeah.
Jalon, you guys were down 53-30 in the second half. Could have just gotten blown out by 30, 40 points. What happened? Like, was there a conversation? Was there a moment? Was there anything that just jump-started you guys?
I think it's just the character of this team. I think I've said in plenty of interviews that this team is resilient, and we're not a team that's going to back down. I mean, we're in our home court, rivalry game, tensions is high. Like I said, we didn't come here to just play a basketball game and have a lot of fans here. We came here to win a basketball game, and that's kind of what that was, the desire to win, because, I mean, that's what we came here to do.
Jeremy had his best game in a while. Did you talk to him as a senior? Does things work for him tonight?
Talking about Jeremiah?
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah has a mindset every day that, like I said, he has a business-like mindset. To be 18 years old and to do what he can do is special. So I think, I mean, we talked as a team. We went at halftime. Coach gave us a talk, and we came together as a team, and it was like what we needed to do to go out and win this game. We weren't going to get it all back in one possession, and we knew we needed him, we needed Glenn, we needed Sam, we needed Mo, we needed Dayton, we needed everybody on this team to come together and get this win. So that was kind of the message.